everyone, today we are talking about your sun, moon, and ascendants and the differences. Hi everyone, I'm Donna Stellhorn. I do astrology and Feng Shui videos, and today we're talking about your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign, also called your ascendant, and what the differences are. So most of you are going to know your sun sign. That is like being a Libra or an Aries or a Capricorn, and that is divided up during the year. So very, very easy. Most people know that. Your moon sign is, it moves much faster, and so it changes every 2.5 days. So if you are born at the beginning of the month and your friend is born a week later, you're going to have different moon signs. And so the moon sign is very important. And then there is the rising sign, and the rising sign changes every 2 hours. So it's really good to know your birth time or an estimate of your birth time to find out your rising sign. And so, and it starts with, at dawn, it'll be the same sign as the sun, and then 2 hours later, it's a different sign, or actually it could be less than 2 hours depending on where the sun was. Oh, now I'm getting all complicated and math, and so I don't want to do that to you guys. So, so let's just say that in a 24-hour period, the rising sign is going to change every 2 hours, so it will go through the 12 signs of the zodiac in a 24-hour period. And so there are a couple of different ways to get your chart. There are some websites where you can get it, and nowadays there's some really good apps. I'm going to put some links in the description box below, and I may yes, I'll put some links in the description box below for you. And then you can also, just if you're still confused about this and you're having trouble reading those, just send me a message through the comment box or send me an email directly if you want me to send you your chart. And then you're probably wondering, well, what's the difference between a sun sign, a moon sign, and a rising sign or ascendant? And they are really different. And when you meet an astrologer, it's going to be the first thing that the astrologer asks you. I mean, if you say, oh, I know some astrology, and they're going to say, oh, really? What's your sun, moon, and ascendant? Because this tells us a lot about you. So your sun sign, the thing that you know by heart so easily, is actually what you're striving to do in this lifetime. It rules your sense of self, your ego, and all that. But sometimes, you read your sun sign and you go, well, that's not me. Like mine is Libra, and so Libra, the scale says that I'm balanced. Well, yeah, I'm working on being balanced. I am not balanced yet. So balance indicates it's something that I'm striving to achieve. But if you knew my life, you would say, oh yeah, Donna, you're not balanced. You're like all work, no, nothing else. So anyway, so it's about what you are striving to learn. So we could say that, Aries is striving to learn to be first, be pioneering, to jump into action. Taurus is striving to learn about value and what the worth of things and time and property and all of those things are, and so on. So that's your sun. And then there's your moon sign. Now, the moon sign you do know. And this is you you don't maybe know your moon sign, but you know that energy because the moon is how you feel. It is what you need in your life. And so when we talk about your moon sign, you're going to go, oh yes, this is definitely, something that's deep and part of me. So for example, like if somebody has a Scorpio moon, they have a need to feel safe and possibly in control of externals, but certainly internals in their life. Or if perhaps they have an Aquarius moon, then they have this need for connecting with lots of people, for finding friends, for finding common ground with people, and so forth. So your moon sign is what you really need. And then there's the ascendant, and the ascendant is the manifestation more of a physical self. And so the sign on your ascendant will talk about how you appear physically, what your vitality is, and also how you appear to others. So this is something that I run into a lot, which is when people find out I'm an astrologer, they say, oh, guess my sign, which is very hard to do because first of all, the ascendant is going to give me more of an appearance of this sign. And then the moon sign is going to be more about how you are expressing what you need. And so I have potentially 3 different signs to choose from all the time. So back to the ascendant. So the ascendant is something where we show this to the world. So you might you might be a Sagittarius, which is fun-loving and out there and looking for adventure, but have a Virgo ascendant, and so which would be much more straight-laced, much more straight-laced, much more precise, much more focused on getting things done incrementally, where Sagittarius wants to just leap and make it happen. And so there comes that little conflict, or just like people say, oh, now that I know you better, which means now that I can see your sun sign, now I see there's a different side of you, whereas I wasn't seeing that before. And that's because they were seeing the ascendant. One of the analogies that my teacher a long time ago, when I was studying back, when dinosaurs were roaming the earth, she would say that think of it as like if you had a bag, and then on the bag it said Walmart on the bag, but inside were your library books. So the bag itself is your ascendant. The library books inside is your sun sign. So we look at the bag and we think there must be Walmart stuff inside. We don't think that there's library books inside. So that's that little nuanced difference between the ascendant and the sun. And then, of course, when you do have an ascendant or rising sign, it means that then we can construct the rest of the chart, which tells us, the houses and the house cusps and all of that. So that's why having a birth time can be helpful. It's not 100% crucial because there are still a lot of course, personality and predictions, forecasting that can be done without a birth time. So if you don't have a birth time, you shouldn't shy away from astrology. There's still a lot of value it can offer. But if you do have a birth time, it gets even more fun because we can be much more precise with predictions going forward. And that's it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And and hit the like button. They both help my oh my gosh, they both help my channel, so I really appreciate it. If there's certain things you would like to see on this channel, please let me know. I'm working on more videos that are coming out, and so I'd like to know what you would like to see, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.